I've just found a massive oil leak coming from our motorhome. But it's not coming from the front where the engine is. It appears to be coming from this locker at the rear. Our motorhome, which we call Herman, is a 1998 Herman B564 built on a Fiat Ducato chassis. Although I don't think any of that's going to matter for this video. I'll show you why. What I need to do is just open this up, and then you can see, oh man. Let's just take a few bits out. As you can see, we got a load of oil here. Now it's been mixed in with water. Why is it mixed in with water? Because it's been raining, that's why. This is what I've already collected. See the milky residue? You can see it running down the sides as well. Now why is it like that? Well, because our motorhome is quite old. It's 28 years old. It's, you know, approaching 30. I have a bottle of oil in the back just in cases, right? In case I need to top it up. Don't normally have to top it up, but I do check the oil, and I have some oil prepared. This is the oil. Doesn't matter what it is. It's oil for the motorhome. It's empty though. Yeah, it leaked. It leaked all in the back there, in that back locker on one side, and it's ran all the way to the other side, basically because we were parking on a slope. Didn't notice it. So yeah, I've got to take everything out, clean everything, and clean the locker. The locker goes all the way across. So it's nothing terrible. If you're fooled by the thumbnail, sorry. But it is a huge leak, although it comes from a bottle, and it's a big cleanup. Am I happy? No, not at all. A lot of work. Right, let's get to do that, shall we? Let's start. First thing I'm going to do though is I'm going to raise one side so it all leaks out the other. Hopefully that will help. So I've got my oil pan, I've got tissue, I've also got brake fluid, a brake cleaner, and I'll probably use some fairy liquid and a load of water or something. Yeah, it's not going to be nice, I tell you. You may be wondering how rain got in there and turned the oil milky. Well, the first time I opened the locker, the rain was coming down so hard that it ran down the sides of the motorhome and straight into the locker. This is just disgusting, and it's still coming. That oil can, if it's a can, if it's made of plastic, I don't know. That oil can was 3/4 full, so a lot of oil. Thankfully, not a lot has got onto the ground. Well, not that I believe anyway. And I only really noticed it when it was raining, because of course you can see it. What I'm going to do is, as I remove things from the back here, I'm going to clean them as best I can, he says, with oily hands. Shall I clean my hands first maybe? There you go, my gloves. Right, let's clean this door now. Just let that run down. This is brake cleaner, by the way. It's great for cleaning things. Also need to clean the environment, I guess. Get up as much as possible. Next, I'm going to see if I can take this spare wheel out. Now I know, because I've done it before, that this is heavy, especially trying to drag it with not much room to grab it onto. There you go, here it comes. clean this as well now. This isn't so bad. I've got a few other things I need to take out first. There's my workbench, my fishing rods, and something that I always carry with me, my step ladder. So that's what it looks like. Hopefully it's coming out on the camera, but that is it could be worse, to be quite honest, but that is a nightmare in there. We've got a load of stuff in there and it all needs to come out and be cleaned. Now luckily we've got these ribs that go across and the oil is running down the middle of them, down the lowest point rather than on the top, of course. Now that means that anything that's sitting on the ribs is probably okay, but anything like that barbecue stand there is sitting in the oil, and our washing line over there sitting in the oil. Now because I've got the motorhome on a ramp, the oil is slowly coming down this end. This little puddle here now again, and I've just wiped up this before, so just a moment ago. I'm not looking forward to this. What a bloody mess. Right, let's see what it looks like at this end. This is the other side. There's the barbecue. Oh Christ, look at that. It's covered in it. No idea how you can clean fabric like that. Well, these are going to be okay. These should be okay, they just need a wipe. My sign, my motor caravan using this pitch sign, is absolutely drenched in it. Right, I think I need to start cleaning up. Oh. It doesn't look like it's... Oh, it has. Well, that's going to be easier cleaning up than I thought. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to clean that though. Let's just try with a bit of towel, a bit of blue rag. I don't think that's going to come out. I might have to see if I can wash it maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I might have to see if I can wash that. Now this sign was definitely laying in it, so this is just caked in. In fact, I wouldn't say it's caked in. The oil's, it's dripping on me. The oil has absorbed into the wood. Well, at least it's waterproof, I suppose, and varnished by the looks of things. I mean, look how high it's got, right? If that was laying in the oil, it was at least this deep because it's all the way up to the top. I mean, how could it have got that high? It means it would have gone right up to the door. The lockers themselves, the doors. And here's our washing line. You know what, I can't see any oil on that. Oh, it is. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I can't see it, but I can definitely see it coming off of my glove. And this is just caked in it as well. This is my barbecue stand. I've got to reach in there. Oh, I'm getting it all on me. This is our spare cassette. We haven't used this for a long time actually. There we go. That looks fine because it's sitting on the rails. And then this is our mop, which I might just change the head on that. There's not much oil on that, but I might just look at the state of that. That's not really it's not really mop-like, is it? So that is what it looks like looking from the other side. I'm not looking forward to cleaning this washing line because there are a lot of things to clean. And we haven't used this for years, so I wonder if we still actually need it. The washing line don't look too bad. I think it's this bag. Now these are tyre mats, I think that's the right name for them. You put them underneath or you drive on them when you think that the ground is a bit muddy or slippery or it's going to rain, and they help you drive off, giving you a bit of that friction and then on your way. These are just in case, because Herman, he keeps getting stuck in the mud and grass. However, I bought them 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and they're still in the bag. So if you'll be interested in watching a, I don't know, what do you call it? A just in case locker clear out. So basically you go through your lockers and clear out stuff that you don't think you'll ever use, i.e. these mats and the washing line. Let us know in the doobly-doo, in the comments section. So if you'd let me know if you're going to be interested in that. And if I get, let's see, if I get 10 comments about a locker clear out, or thumbs up on other people's lockers, comments on other people's comments rather, then I think I might do a video on that. Let us know. With everything removed and wiped down, it was time to mop out the locker. I mean, the oil came from this direction, from here, but it isn't so bad. It isn't that bad, really. Oh, look at that. I don't know what it is, but every plastic oil bottle I've carried in the back has leaked at some point, but not usually this bad. That's why the bottle was in the bag in the first place. You'd think they'll make them leak-proof, but apparently not. Now look at that puddle. Yeah. Well, and it's still coming. Still, you can see it just still coming. You can just see it with the light glimpsing off of it, gleaming. I've got a funny feeling I put my gloves on the wrong way around. Right, let's see if we can get rid of this. Is it? Yuck. Oh, what's that? Are we looking for that? No, I have no idea what it is. Some oily rag. Oh, look at the state of that. That won't be going in the wash. In fact, I'll put that in the bin. Oh, it's heavy with oil. That served its purpose. I have this very, very old bottle of engine cleaner. There is about that much left in it, so I might give that a go, because this is a degreasant and it says it's water soluble. I don't know if that means it's good for the environment or whatever, but it does mean that I'll be able to wash it out. Quick spray followed by a bit of rubbing. That's looking very clean now. Well, I wouldn't eat my dinner off it, but you know what I mean. Right, let's do the other side now. With less meat on me than a butcher's pencil, I still only managed to squeeze myself into the locker so I could reach the middle. Well, I think I've sorted it now. It's nice and clean. Well, kind of, within reason. Look at that. Very clean, very nice. There is a slight film, but I'm not going to bother with that. I mean, it's all dirty stuff that goes in there anyway. That looks really good though. I think I managed to avoid an environmental disaster, don't you think? Imagine the headlines. Herman the Heimer causes environmental disaster. There is a spot more cleaning I need to do on those bags, and I think I'm just going to wash them let them dry, and then put it all back in. Now, if you enjoyed this video or it helped you do something on your motorhome, then why not give it a thumbs up? And if you're on mobile, then give it a hype as well. And until next time, thanks very much for watching, and goodbye. I'm stuck now. Putting the bags through the washing machine didn't help, but then a neighbour suggested scrubbing them with a bit of washing powder and water. That really did shift the oil. Thanks, Hannah, although she probably won't be watching this. I just thought I'd mention her name.